National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Vegas would give them a sweep of the season series. They go with Chubb on second down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw in Portland was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Hunter, nice water down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The slot man in motion right. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Up and good for Santoso. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run it again with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kruger looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This is taken just shy of the 10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on second down. Kruger. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kruger. Smith catches left side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 14. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Kruger. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. Kruger. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing